Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. When I get time to settle down a bit from my hustle and bustle, I try to think of creative ways, either with eating or just creating something. I'm always in a creative mode, and that helps me relax. So what I decided to do was try my hand at some chitterlings. Last time I tried to eat chitterlings was about going into the year 1985. I was pregnant, and I picked those things all night, and it was for New Year's going into 1985, and I could not eat them. So that was the last time I tried my hands at chitterlings, and then I actually ended up being a vegan, switched over later on to become a vegetarian, and so that's just where it is. So I don't knock anybody else. This is not a knock you video. Before you change your diet, make sure you check with your healthcare professional. I'm just sharing some things that I have learned to do and just how I eat. And sometimes people want recipes, and this is something that I'm just sharing. So I was sitting there thinking, what if I made a chitterling substitute? So that's me carving out the tofu to kind of be in the shape of chitterlings. And now some people are saying, well, why are you trying to make things like meat when you guys who don't eat meat? I don't knock anybody for eating meat. In fact, I prepare meat. I had a friend over last year, actually this New Year's of this year, and made all kind of meat deals and things. And that's what I do. I don't knock anybody else, and you're definitely not going to knock me for the way that I eat, because it is something that I do for me, and you never know why someone eat the way they do. So do not knock anybody. I don't go around with anything on my sleeves. People don't even know unless they ask. So I don't go around like, oh, I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat. I don't do that. So anyway, this is just my hand at making some different food items, and that's what I do. Try to create food that's going to be palatable for me. And this is me. I took the tofu, carved it out on the flat side, and then I turned it on its side so that I could slice it this way because it's pretty thick. And what I'm doing is preparing it so that when I fry it in the oil, it will kind of resemble a little bit like that. And it's just something that I'm doing, again, as I said. So this is me carving it on its side now, so that when I do break it loose, it will be kind of shaped like what I remember chitterlings to be. And what you want to do with the tofu when you get it, you wash it off. You're not going to squeeze it or anything if you've never worked with it before, because it's kind of soft. So you wash it off, and then you need to drain it because it has a lot of moisture in it. And the last thing you want to do is throw something in hot grease, because it's going to splatter anyone that's used to cooking. So this is kind of what it's looking like as I cut it and turn it to its side. You can kind of see the shapes that I'm having it in. I also will use tofu sometimes if I want to substitute it for eggs. It's a real good egg substitute. Tofu is like a protein. It's made from I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think it's bean. I forget what kind of bean is. Anyway, having a senior moment right now. But this is what it's beginning to look like. And if you are a chitterling eater, you might kind of say like, oh yeah, I can see where she's going with this. And also the paste or the seasonings that I use, I got a separate bowl, and what I had was some onion powder, and I try to use organic ingredients, so onion powder. And then there's this seasoning that I got from one of the major large stores that we shop at. And I'm saying we as in individuals shop at. And it's really nice seasoning. I have a picture of that seasoning that I use. So I just mix, because you have to excuse me because I cook by scratch. And this is just an ideal that popped in used soy sauce, the seasoning that I use, and then better than bouillon seasoning, you can use the vegetable seasoning. It is organic. So, and I try to use as much as I can organic. This tofu is also organic, and I also showed a picture of that as well. So you just leave this in this strainer light. So here's the picture of the organic no salt ingredients that I have, and this is what it looks like once you mix everything in there. I also set some water to the side because once you fry the tofu, I think I added a little bit of water in there because this was kind of pasty once I mixed everything. And this is whole chipped garlic as opposed to garlic powder. I used the whole garlic because I use a lot of garlic, so I just got that. So this is the tofu that's frying up, and I use olive oil. You can use a different kind of oil if you like, but I just used olive oil to fry it because I buy olive oil as opposed to other oil. I do also have coconut oil, but I also make my own. It's like my skin cream and also my bath gel that I use. And because I have sensitive skin, so I use like baby shampoo body wash on my face and to bathe with, and then I make my own shower gel. I just put some organic oils and things in it that smell really good that I like to make that myself, and it's really nice. That's a whole nother story. So back to the cooking. So this is me just frying the tofu in the olive oil, and I just use one pack because I'm the only one that eats this stuff, and it's just me. So this is what I use, just one pack, and double the ingredients. If you double the pack, or if you have a large family, even if you triple the package, just increase the ingredients as you increase the package. So this is what it looks like with the soy sauce, everything mixed together. And then once it fries enough, like right now it's still frying. So, and this is a wok. I like cooking in the wok. Like when I do my tofu, I like cooking it in the wok so that I could move it around and try to cook it evenly on the sides and things. It's just something I get used to do, but make sure you have a wooden spoon because you do not want to scratch up that wok. And I really like having like cast iron skillets are really good to cook in. So this is me stirring up the tofu and making sure it kind of browns a little bit. You might like your tofu softer. If you like it softer, a little mushier, then just cook it to that consistency. But I kind of like mine a little bit stiff. So this is me putting in the ingredient mix now. And it has those chipped garlics is really nice. And what you want to do with the seasoning, because tofu is very, very bland. It took some getting used to seasoning it and actually acquiring. I had to acquire the taste of this. Just the same way with avocados, because I'm from the Midwest. I was not used to eating just plain avocados. You know, you got avocado dip and all that stuff. But I was not used to eating avocados as they are now. I would eat an avocado sandwich, and they are just so delicious to me now. And I like the fact that it's a more healthier fat, or it's routed as a healthier fat. So this is how the tofu looks once you get it. If you don't have a wok, try to get a very good wok. I have like a smaller one, and this is my larger one, and this is a perfect size just for me because I find myself when I do my fried rice, yes, I make my own fried rice, and I have leftovers, and I had to learn to start freezing stuff. I hardly have any trash to put out, but because I cook basically everything I buy, I basically eat. I don't have a lot of trash left over. So this is still, you just stir that and make sure to keep stirring it because once that wok gets hot, I mean, you don't have to keep stirring it, but you keep an eye on it because this stuff, it can burn really quick. And if you don't have another pack, because I do not have another pack of tofu, so if this burns, I'm done for. And now this right here is done, and this is the plate. This is the plate with the beef brisket that I had for my daughter, and then this is mine with the tofu. And this is the recipe, so I will let that stay on for a little bit for you to copy it down, because I hate when I have to keep playing it over and over to get all the ingredients down. But I hope you like this recipe. Like, share, and subscribe, and also leave a comment. If you make this, let me know what it tastes like to you. I kind of liked it, so let me know.